It's time for the Mythmakers Super Kart GP review for the Wii. So here we go, another game from the glorious developer that is DDI. You know, I remember watching a kart racing review from either GameSpot or Game Trailers, and the reviewer said that he thinks kart racing should be its own genre of gaming, since everyone seems to put Mario Kart high up on the pedestal and compares every kart racing game to it. Well, I try not to compare kart racers to Mario Kart, such as Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing, but I do agree that kart racers should be its own genre of gaming, because if it truly was, then this game would be lower than the bottom of the barrel. It truly sucks. Super Kart GP has the standard Grand Prix, single race, and time attack with 3 levels of speeds and 3 levels of difficulty. The difficulty names are Beginner, Experienced, and Advanced. They should read, "You're going to lose, don't even try," and "You'll have a better chance of a beaver gnawing off your legs and replacing them with wooden legs and being called Stumpy for the rest of your life than ever having a hope to win a single race." There are 5 cups in the game, with the next 4 locked, meaning you have to win the whole cup to unlock the others. I've tried and tried, but I cannot unlock the last 2 cups, and I don't care to either, since I'm pretty sure it's going to be the same tracks over and over. Literally, I'm not joking. In each cup, there are 4 tracks, so in the first 3 cups, there's potential for 12 different tracks. Hooray for math! But does DDI do this? No! They are literally the same handful of tracks in a different order. The only 2 things that are different is the same time of day and driving the tracks backwards. No, not like Mirror Mode, but literally you are turned 180 degrees around at the starting line and race the same track just in the opposite direction. So in one instance, you get to play during daylight, and then in the next cups, you get to play during the night. And in others, you get to play a reverse map. Now doesn't that sound like fun? That really changes up things, doesn't it? I mean, who cares about being creative and adding completely new tracks, right? DDI knows all we really want is to play the same tracks over and over, sometimes in reverse, and sometimes at different times of the day. What a load of garbage! The graphics suck. This would have been a fantastic looking game on the N64, but hello, we are 2, almost 3 generations ahead of the N64. There's no excuse as to why the graphics should look this primitive. All of the characters do have different stats, such as horsepower and maneuverability, but it really doesn't matter who you choose to play as because the controls are horrible. I'll be honest though, when playing the tutorial, I didn't think the controls were all that bad. However, that quickly changed when I had to turn on a corner. I really don't know if people can understand just how bad they are without actually playing the game, but it goes like this. You'll hold the Wiimote horizontally and use it as a steering wheel. Hold down the 2 button to accelerate, 1 to move in reverse, the A button to brake, and jerk the Wiimote to use an item. There's no drifting, which I'm in a self-debate about whether adding the function of drifting would have either helped or made the game even worse. Anyway, the biggest problem is turning. The sensors are both under and oversensitive. If you turn the Wiimote slightly, the characters hardly ever turn in the corresponding direction. However, once you hit a certain angle with the Wiimote, your character will turn way too sharply, throwing you off the course. And actually, sometimes they don't turn sharply enough because there are so many tight corners in the game. You'll have to tap the A button to brake so you can try to maneuver on a tight bend without going off the track, but this hardly ever works unless you really know how to work with the controls. Again, unless you've played this game, I'm not really sure you fully understand just how frustrating and awful the controls really are. Sometimes when you get stuck, you'll have to move in reverse. However, the game won't register when you press the 1 button to go in reverse, and you'll just sit there looking like an idiot. And then sometimes when you want to go forward, the same thing will happen and the game will not register when you press the accelerator. I've never experienced this level of terrible programming in any other game. Each character must be as light as a feather. Just look at this. How in the world does that happen? That would mean the characters are far lighter than the weight of the cones. What a bunch of crap. It's not just the pylons, but just about every bump and sudden dip in the tracks can make your character fly out of control, especially if you're going really fast. It's like the developers thought, we're sure that the game isn't difficult enough, so let's make it so that if they reach a certain speed, their characters will spin out of control from a slight hindrance. It's bullcrap! Some items will give you a boost to go faster, but I find it's actually wise to not use them for fear of spinning out of control. It's like a bad joke. Some of the level designs are just stupid. Look at this example. You've got speed panels right before a tight right turn, and if you don't turn quickly enough, you'll fall into a gorge. But the problem is, the faster you're going, the less maneuverability you have, and so it's almost inevitable that you'll fall down the ravine. Even when you're playing as a character with the highest stat of control, I can almost guarantee you that you'll fall down the canyon just about every single time. Did the developers even test their designs? Each track has many golden stars scattered throughout, with a handful of silver stars. Obtaining golden stars will unlock new characters, if you even care about that, and the silver stars are supposed to give each character their own special power-up when you've collected 10 of them, but the game doesn't register when you've collected any. You can run over as many of them as you want, and it'll look and sound like you've picked them up, but no, for some inane reason, you haven't. The only time the game did register me picking up the silver stars was in the dang tutorial of when it was teaching me about the silver stars. It's so difficult trying to beat the AI. They hardly ever seem to mess up on corners. Look at this. What is this? Follow the leader? Why did the developers program the AI like this? Was it made so that after a developer played through one lap of each track, that's where the AI will go and follow each other like that? It's so ridiculous. This game is just crap. Come on. Ugh. Oh, you can't steer with crap. The game sucks. It just totally sucks. I mean, controls are just horrible. There's no way to win. But you know, I feel like there should be a way to win. Maybe I have to become one with the game, you know? But how do you do that? Let's do this. Horrible steering controls. Nope. Still sucks. Try again. Go! Turn! Still sucks! We'll just assume it still sucks. Don't bottle it. You piece of crap! It still sucks! Mythmaker's Super Kart GP is a horrendous game. Outdated graphics, horrible controls, lazy track designs, lazy programming overall, an unregistering programming element, namely the function of actually picking up and using the silver stars, a subpar camera, crappy music, the sound effect of the kart sounds like somebody had too much Taco Bell, physics elements which don't make any sense, and unfair AI which hardly ever makes a mistake. This game is certainly geared towards the demographic of young kids, but even a 5-year-old will know the difference between a good game and a bad game, and this is certainly a bad game. Parents, guardians, I'm telling you, please resist the tempting cheap price tag and cartoony look of this game. Your kids will not like you if you buy this for them. You have been warned. Now, if you've watched my reviews before, you probably know that I really try to find the good in a game because I am an optimistic person. However, and I'm serious, I really couldn't find anything good to say about this game. Now, if I really had to pick something, then I would say that I thought it was kind of cool that most weapons and items stack up to 3 times if you obtain multiple item boxes. However, that's one minor detail that's so drowned out by the overall bad game design choices and elements that make up this game. DDI, this is the reason people say the Wii hardly has any good games. You are adding your crappy third-party pieces of foul garbage you call games to the Wii library and making the Wii look bad. It's not the hardware that's bad, it's the software. This game is virtually unplayable. This game gets a 0 out of 5 with the title of Complete and Ultimate Fail. So, in order for me to do the pumpkin joke, I had to unlock the pumpkin character, which took 500 stars, which both Lizzie and I traded off collecting, and the game is so bad, look what it did to Lizzie. So you better appreciate it. No more of this horrible game. There we go. Brains.
Yeah.
Yummy.
Do you see what he's done for my kitchen?
Your kitchen.
My kitchen.
Well, at least you know your place. Oh, come on, this is creative. This is intuitive. I don't have real camera gear or lighting gear. I have to do what I can. This is called white balancing. See, I'm kind of blue right now. Not sad, but like really blue. Much better. Oh, I'll have to get up. Okay.
Too many things.
Too many things at once. Yeah.